Y'all, I got convicted. Hey, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing great, doing awesome. I am, but I got something on my mind. And you know what? I'm going to move this picture out of my way because it's getting my attention. And I really don't want. I want to make sure that I stay focused. Okay, y'all. I am coming on here today, y'all, just merely to do a reaction on my own videos. And those videos are parenting is a job. The ones that we put up, and we expose some of the things that goes on in our house off and on. And I got to thinking about, I looked at those videos and I looked at them and I thought about it. And y'all, sometimes as we try to help somebody else or expose someone else, it could be something in there for you as well. And as I looked at those videos and went back and looked at them, you know how you try to, trying to get the views up and everything because we hadn't been monetized and everything. So I'm, looking at the videos, trying to get the watch hours up and everything. And while I was trying to get the watch hours up, and God had a plan. He always do. And he always convict me on some things. So I was doing my watch hours, trying to get our hours up, because I honestly think we have great videos, but they just haven't, the algorithm hasn't been triggered yet because of the viewing. Don't have a lot of people viewing them yet because we hadn't been not found out about, it's another word I'm looking for. We haven't been exposed to the public like maybe we will real soon. But anyway, so I was doing it, looking at the videos over and over and over, trying to do that. I was trying to give you where I was at. So I was looking at the videos and basically I looked at it, the way things were going in the video. I was definitely being myself and definitely, standing by what I said in the videos to the kids, to the teenagers, to the half-grown people. But anyway, I stand by what I said. But as I was looking at the videos, especially the video where both of them, were together, and I don't know why something just went off in me. A light bulb went on. You know how we do. We may think things, it's all about sometimes the things that we're trying to help others. Like I said, it be other things that help us as well. And this is not to put down anything, because everything I do, whether it's being exposed or whether it's being talked about, it's all my final conclusion on whatever I do. The final conclusion is trying to make things better, trying to make people better, trying to make people see things in a different light versus just where I'm going, where I'm getting ready to go. Y'all, I looked at those two sitting there and I thought back to my own life. I thought back to the day that my youngest brother when I found out that my mother had bore a boy baby. And I was 10 years old when he was born, and I was the only girl. And I really, really wanted a little sister. I really wanted a little sister. And I remember when they called and told us that my mother had had a little boy. Y'all, my mouth getting dry. When they called and said my mother had, or either my aunt may have told us, I'm not sure. But when they called, or when I was informed that I had a little brother, y'all, that really hurt my heart. As a 10-year-old, I wanted a little sister. I cried, and I've never been a crying person. Well, maybe back then I probably was, but not so much now. But I cried on that sofa in our living room. And I wanted a little sister. I wanted a little sister. I had enough brothers. I didn't want no more brothers. I didn't. See, that's what I get for trying to talk and then try to get it too. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, I wanted a little sister. I really did. At 10 years old, I still felt like there's still hope to have a girl, have another girl in the house. Well, I had to accept the fact that he's here. I love my little brother. I did. I mean, I love my little brother. But y'all, at 10 years old, my mother went back to work. And we used to have to take care of him every week. When she went, it's still in my throat. But anyway, when she went to work, we had to take care of him. And mind you, at 10 years old, I think we did a good job of taking care of him. So I guess I became a mother, that motherly like figure in my mind. Because you growing up, you knowing that when you take care of baby. In my time, when you take care of baby, you are the mother. You are the one that's the overseer. You tell them what to do and so forth, because that's what you learned to do, because your mother told you what to do. So we took care of my little brother, which was 10 years apart from me. And then my other brothers were older than me. So they were older. But so I thought about my daughter and how she have been with her brother. And y'all, if I didn't see me in there, if I didn't see me the same way that I see how she mistreat her little brother, y'all, I got convicted. It was the same identical way, the way I mistreated my younger brother. Y'all, I got so convicted. And the things that we do to each other, you don't really realize the damage that you're doing. That's why it needs to be caught early. You really don't realize the damage that you're doing. To them, and the way you treated them, they're doing the damage back to you. Y'all, I had to think about that. I think about even right now, because I did. I used to mistreat my brother too, my baby brother. All of my other brothers we used to fight, and they used to beat me up. So now I had somebody that I can do the same thing they was doing to me, as far as telling me what to do, beat me up if they needed to beat me up. Even though I was a fire. I mean, I was a cat. I did. I hit before they hit me. I started, knowing I'm gonna get beat up. But anyway, so now I had somebody that I can beat up and tell what to do like they did me. But I thought about that, and I thought about that. Y'all, I wasn't good either. I wasn't good to my baby brother. I wasn't. I mean, and to one of my cousins that was younger too. To one of my cousins. I used to try to tell them what to do. I bossed them. I beat them up. I hit them. I mean, I did the same thing that she's doing. And I have to say, it's so important, y'all, as parents, to catch that while they're young. And I thought that I was catching it, even with the situation that I have right now in the present. I thought I was doing good with, no fighting, because, they're not fighting kids. Whereas when I was growing up, we were fighting kids. But it is so important to get that from the root before it's set up, capped in the hearts of those that are involved. I think now the relationship I have with my younger brother, it's okay. But y'all, he remember when I used to beat him up and stuff. I mean, not so much as beat him up, I used to whoop him. He remember that. He remember when I used to whoop him. Even though I was 10 years old when I started doing all this, I'm still a baby myself. So I had to take on responsibility of being a parent to a parent that was a baby to another baby. So I didn't know how to act. I just probably just acted the way my mother acted. Because that little lady, she didn't play. So I was falling behind her on how to parent at 10 years old. Even when I got older and had kids, I'm still learning. Even right now, I'm still learning about parenting. Even right now. So at 10 years old, I really didn't know a lot about parenting. But I did what I probably seen on TV and what I saw my mother do. But anyway, y'all, I just came on here to expose a little bit about me. Not going into depth, but expose a little bit about me of looking at what I saw. And I saw me, and I saw my baby brother. Even though I'm looking at them, but I saw me and my baby brother. And I bring it back to the right now, and how the way I treated him when he was younger, I see the results of that. I do. I see the results of that. I feel like since I've been older and I've changed my life, I feel like that I've been trying to make up in my own way of the way I treated him when I was younger. I've been chasing, I have been wanting to just show him and my cousin that yes, those things happen. I'm sorry. It's nothing I can do about that. I can't do anything about the past. But I want to show you that I've changed now. For all my life, my dope life, I've been labeled as a plague, in my opinion, in the way I feel. Nobody's going to take that feeling from me. Nobody's going to tell me, oh, you know. But it's like I've been labeled as a plague, like, but you know that's just her. You know how she is. This kind of stuff. And always been dictated. Whatever I did, it's always been dictated to me that I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do this, I should do. Even though I know some of the things they was trying to cover me. But I've been in my opinion labeled as like a plague, like you know how she is, but I have to look at the root of it on some of it. I probably was a little aggressive. I really was. But I guess I was probably aggressive because I was the only girl. And I was showing them boys that y'all weren't gonna push me around, boys, the older boys. Even though they did push me around. But some of that pushing around came from me. Because I was showing that you ain't gonna push me around, even though, you know. But anyway, y'all, my point is, I'm not going too far in there. My point is that all my older years, I've been trying to have a different image of what was in his head the way I was, and I've been trying to show that I have changed, and I've been steady hearing, you know how she is, or looked upon like, you know, there she go. It was like I could never express how I was feeling without someone judging the way I was feeling. Instead of someone taking a look at, okay, this person is changed. She really is this way that, you know, yes, she can be firm or whatever, but she really has changed. Instead of that, it's like that. Instead of seeing me, it's still seeing that old me. And I'm just saying, and I feel like that it has put a wedge there that I tried to show that I'm sorry about what I've done. But the way I was treated as making it seem like I was a plague, in me trying to show that I changed or get to know who I am instead of judging me. I think what I did and the way I felt like I was being treated, it drew a wedge. It put a wedge between our relationship, because it shouldn't have been dealt with younger, and now it has turned into something a little bit different in my heart, and I'm sure in their heart. And yeah, I know my brothers love me. They really do, and I love them. But it's still things that we do as we grow up. It still can affect us. And like I said, when I saw those two in the little hot seat thing, I got convicted. I said I have to put my own self in the hot seat. Because, you know, we have to do things in a way that if it's good for the other person, it needs to be good for you. If the light can be shone down on you to expose It like can be shown down on them to expose their nakedness. It needs to be shown down on the person that's doing the interview as well. If there's a conviction, and I did get convicted. So y'all, basically, the only thing I'm saying now, I thank God that I'm believing God that what my experience was in my lifetime will not be the experience that as they grow older, that they won't do but get closer and closer and closer. No wedges. I'm praying that they will be able to talk things out sensibly without arguing and fussing, talk things out sensibly, and to be able to recognize the change in a person, because they're going to make many changes throughout their lifetime. Many changes as they get older. And those changes has to be recognized by the people that are in your circle, that in your, in your world. It has to be recognized. You can't keep going back and trying to drag what happened in the past years when we were younger, or even in the teenage years, or in the early 20 years. You can't keep going back. Yeah, I would say if you still there, then yeah, I can understand. You're dealing with that. You still won't see that person change, but if you see that person change, you can't keep putting them in the cage. Every time you think about it, you take them and sling them back in the cage, and this is for what you did to me, or this is the way you handled me, or whatever. You can't keep doing that. So my thing, I don't know if this is gonna help them. I just felt like I just need to come back and say something that was pertaining to how I got convicted in this whole little parenting is a job, in which it has been a job. But I also think about, I'll often say that the girl, Missy, I say I'm reaping what I've sowed. And some of the things that she do to me or disrespect me, I think that I'm reaping it. Because I did that to my mother. I had a mouth. I had a mouth, which she didn't let me slide on. I had a mouth. She would get into my butt on every level, whichever way that I wanted to bring it. She would be ready for it. So, but my thing is, I think I'm reaping some of what I've sowed to my own mother. Beautiful lady, inside and out. But she was a firm lady. She didn't take no junk off of me. So I think that I'm reaping it with her. And sometimes that it gets kind of rough around here. It gets rough around here. It gets where if I hadn't been prayed up, it would have been real rough. Because it would just really be rough. So I think that with that part, I think that I'm just basically reaping. Some of the things that we do in life, the way we treat people, we reap what we done sowed. So, and I think that I'm getting it triple with her than what I did with my mother. I was pretty rough with that mouth. But I think I'm getting a little, at least a double win. I think I'm getting a double win. But anyway, y'all, what I come on here today, it basically was that I saw myself and my youngest brother in that last part 4 of the video. I know I saw myself and my brother in a way that I was with him, which wasn't right. But you learn in life to do. When you learn better, you do better. And at some points in my life, I didn't want to do any better. I wanted to remain the way I was. But we have to remember, maybe you weren't so good either. It's just I admit that I wasn't the best little child in the world. But ain't none of us got no halos over our head. And I ain't justifying it because I'm here confessing. I ain't justifying, but ain't none of us got no halos over our head. And at that younger age, keeping a child, yeah, I was mama, and I probably treated him like you're the child and I'm the mama in my own way. But anyway, and things as years went by, I believe that it has drew a little bit of wedge, not bad, but I think it's a little bit of wedge. Even myself, I think that I tried to really show them that I was really sorry for the person that I was, and I don't think it really was credible for them, because I've even been in situations with other people and they didn't hear my story. They didn't hear my story, but they heard the other person's story, and I just automatically assumed that I was at fault when actually out there I wasn't. So these little things like that caused me to step back. But this all coming to the root of the problem was the way we treat each other, the way I treated him, and the way I felt when I was trying to show that I'm sorry made me kind of step back in my time now. And I know I probably need to, it's not step back out of that life, but just step back and not just be so involved. So that's kind of where I am right now, just not being so involved. But anyway, I'm saying this to say again that I believe that if we as a people, if we could get to the root of the problem early, teach our children early. Not saying my mother didn't do it, but I'm just saying right now, we can get to the root of the problem early and teach them early. That is so important on how we treat each other. It's so important. Even as little children, sharing. I used to always tell these kids now that I said, when I say I'm sorry, I don't want to hear anyone say, especially when it's something I've done, that it's okay. It's not okay that person did that. But I accept apology, but I'm accepting apology of believing that there is a change coming. Not saying that it's okay. It's not okay. But I'm accepting apology, saying that I'm saying to you that I'm looking for the change. Whatever the reason why we're here, I'm looking for a change. It's the reason why I'm accepting apology. Not to tell you that it's okay that you hurt me. It's okay that you did me like that. It's not okay. But when I'm accepting an apology, or I tell them when they accept an apology, you look for that change. And you're expecting a change out of that person. And that's what they need to be told. That if you say you're sorry, then there should be some change coming from you. There should be some change. So we won't be where we were the other day. So that's all I want to say, is that it's so important for us to teach our children while they're young, while they're little. And hopefully each generation will get better instead of being worse. it seems that each generation is getting worse. But we have to still believe God that there's still hope in His Word. And we have to continue to pass it on to our children. Because my mother and her, things that she experienced is going to be all in her. And that's how she dealt with life. That's how she dealt with life. And my experiences that I had is going to be how I deal with life. And the same thing with our little ones. The things that they have had to deal with is going to be the same way that they deal with life. But we have to always teach them that they have to be, even though things happen in life, you got to flip it. You got to flip it and want to do better. You always got to flip it and want to do better. Because if you don't flip it, then it could do more damage than you really think on each part. On each party, it can do damage. You can hurt them, and then they can hurt you with things that they don't even realize they're doing, or they don't take enough time to even get to know you or know who you are. It's things like that are very important. So I hope this is making sense, and I'm kind of rambling because I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to talk. I don't want to share. We share our life. It's going to help somebody, but I don't want to go in depth, but I will stay on the surface about some things to just bring some awareness to us so we can work together to make this world a better place than what it is, or make your world a better place than what it is. And that's what I plan on doing. Because when I got that, I'm like, wow. I looked at that. Forget the views at that moment. I'm like, wow, if I didn't just see me and my baby brother. Yeah. I got convicted. But I'm not gonna let that conviction hold me in bondage, keep me in bondage. I'm going to let that conviction be a conviction. And I tried to do better. But I don't think it was enough. But anyway, y'all, I just want to get on here and say that a little bit. I've been on here for 26 minutes. And I'm probably going to end up cutting some of this down. So then I may just give you the whole banger. Because I like to keep things as real as possible. Because I think realness is what people need. If it's down some, then I may just give you the whole banger. Because I like to keep things as real as possible. Because I think realness is what people need in this world. Like I said, even with the drama thing, even with the drama things that's going on in the world, and even on YouTube. Drama can be drama, but always be looking for a solution, though. Always be looking for a way to make things better. Always be looking. A lot of us need to see where it can go. If we go down one way, and we need to see where it can go if we go down another. Anyway, y'all, please think about that, with your children, and just try to kick it in the butt before it gets out of hand. All right, y'all, peace and love sent to you all. Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so when we come on the scene, you all will get the video, okay? So please don't forget to do that. And y'all, I need my views up. I need the subscribers, which I got the best subscribers on YouTube. I do. Simple reason why you all bless my family. When you bless my family, there's a blessing coming for you all. I thank God for it. And I pray to God that we can continue to bring content that is real and it can touch hearts and change lives. I pray to God that that's what our channel will remain being. And that's it. I want to bring realness, but I want it to be able to change lives. All right, y'all, I'm about to cry, and I ain't even a crying person. Anyway, y'all, we'll see y'all in the next video. Please stay tuned.